3 transition drills, defensive recovery, counter-attack prevention. As we are training defensive recovery, we need quite a lot space because we want to mimic realistic distances on the recovery runs. So we will use whole pitch from the goal to another side penalty box. In this example, the blue team is playing 1-4-3-3 and the defending team is defending as 1-4-2-3-1. You can fine-tune the exercise based on your formation and if you know the formation of the opponent, but you can use the principles I'm going to share with different formations. 2 important things when you are designing a session for defensive transitions. First, you need to choose how many players and in which shape you want your wrist defense. So that means when you are attacking, if you are maybe pushing your fullbacks up, if you have 3 in the mid, how many players you want to stay. So in this drill, I have chosen that I want 2 center backs and 1 midfielder, number 6, to form the rest defense with the goalkeeper. This can vary based on your preference. Some coaches want 3 players in the rest defense, some coaches want 4, some even 5. So choose what fits best for you. Another important thing is that to prevent counterattacks, that directly links how you attack in general. So which players you allow to push up, in which areas you want maybe overloads, in which area you are trying to play. So obviously the best way to prevent counterattack is not to lose the ball. So you need to design the exercise in a way that reflects what you want to accomplish in matches. So in this example, I have a goalkeeper who starts to play and then 2 center backs and a defensive midfielder in their own half and 1 red attacker to some pressure. Maybe you can put some cones to squeeze the area a bit if your players start to move too far away towards the sideline, but at least players under 16 or 17 and up, when you just say them that stay in the middle, they will stay and you can start working from here. What we want here from our blue players is that the goalkeeper and the 3 blue players are building up and they are trying to progress the ball to one of the 4 blue players, the another half of the pitch. We have 2 fullbacks who have pushed up, numbers 2 and number 5, and then we have 2 attacking midfielders, number 8 and number 10. So your players who are building up are free to push up and either play to one of the blue players here or try to score immediately to one of the 3 mini goals representing our wingers number 7 and 11 and our striker number 9. So they are not allowed to go this side of the pitch. So that means if we progress the ball to our fullbacks or our attacking midfielders, they have -1 here, and that is a good precondition for players to take care of the ball as they need in matches, not to lose the ball too easily. They can play back here, but your 3 players here can't come help there. So what will happen most likely that, okay, your blue players, your center back is pushing up, maybe number 9 is putting some pressure, and okay, sometimes your center back might be able to pass one of the goals, but what will most likely happen, the red team is covering the passing lanes, and what will happen, maybe you will find 1 player somewhere who has some space, but eventually will have very limited space, and maybe 1 out of 3 times they can play and score, which is fine. Then you just restart from the goalkeeper. Don't punish your attacking team if they achieve their objective. But if the red team gets the ball, the red team can counterattack. All the players can counterattack. The blue players that are above the halfway line in the first variation are not allowed to recover. So what will happen is that you have your center backs, you have your goalkeeper, you have your number 6, maybe against 4 red players doing a counterattack. And here you can work on recovering towards your goal, keeping the shape compact, not allowing the red team to go middle, forcing them wide, and buying time for your defensive midfielder also recover. And also, if it happens that, let's say, your number 5 is not hitting the goal, so he plays the ball, misses the target, you as a coach want to position yourself somewhere near the mini goals, so you can play like extra ball for the red team, so they can start the counter-attack. So in the first variation, you only allow your rest defense to defend the counter-attack. That's your first variation. You can work with your center backs, your number 6, your goalkeeper. And actually an important note, if you have 2 coaches available, I would recommend you to position one coach somewhere around here, because here you can, or the other coach can coach the players in action and give them feedback in the flow and right after the situation has gone. But if you are alone, you need to go there, so you can play the extra ball, or if you have some extra player, it can do that work also. Okay, the second drill or second progression is that you allow your fullbacks also to join the run, and this allows your team a bit more game realistic feeling. So the main job for the players in the middle would be to buy some time, delay the attack, and give a couple of extra seconds for fullbacks to make the recovery run, and eventually if they can all become close to penalty box before the attack is over, that's your main goal. And the third progression is that you also allow your attacking mids to make recovery run and maybe press behind the ball to create even more game realistic situation for your team. If you like drills like this and want to build brave, fast and competitive players, check the link in the description and join the football coaching app. And watch this video next because YouTube thinks you like it. See you in the next video.